Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Sheik versus FoCuS. This game taking place here on Tide Hunters. Hey Crota, where are you from? Are you a US American? Yes, I am US American. I said this joke in the past and I'll say it again. I used to be able to proudly say I live in the same city as Blizzard headquarters. I have not moved. I can no longer proudly say it. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. FoCuS has spawned as the blue orc over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Sheik has spawned as the red undead over here on the bottom right. Let's go ahead and break things down in this 1v1 matchup. No, it's they're not from Anaheim. Close to Anaheim, but not Anaheim. Let's go ahead and break things down here. Undead versus Orc in a 1v1 matchup. Live in LA. Actually, if you look at Blizzard headquarters, one of my clients, it's actually like less than a mile away, been to Blizzard headquarters a handful of times back when they still had a pulse on the community. And I've said this in different casts and different videos. I really think Activision Blizzard, when Activision Blizzard, they let go of all of their community content people who interacted with the official Blizzard fan sites. As soon as they had lost that and they had lost their and that was really social media presence, right? Having the interaction with all of that, they had lost their identity, and then they were trying to replace it all of a sudden. But since they had already lost so much of the community and the community engagement and what the community wanted, things already started to go down there. Coda, now that you live there, you can do something about it. um, what can I do? The Blizzard is a very large company with very strong company culture, and yeah, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of management to try and fix those things. One thing I will say, leading a company and leading people, a lot of the times, people don't exactly know. Um, like people, it is very easy to point out things that are wrong with a company, but very hard to implement and come up with a way on how things should be done and what should be right. Right. So I'll just leave it at that. Treat people with respect. Right? Treat people with respect. There is oh wow, beautiful save right there on that ghoul. And the ghoul purposely attacking one of its own skeletal minions or ghouls in order to lose aggro from that forest troll berserker. Nice play by Sheik right there, very on top of management. However, the Farseer, if it catches sight of that low hit point ghoul, could try and take him down. Meanwhile, on the bottom left-hand side here, still training up an Acolyte. It looks as though we could be trying to go for a quick expansion. Scroll of Town Portal has been sold. Cryptlord now making its way off to the north, and this is a go-wide strategy with a lot of skeletal minions, a lot of beetles, and a lot of ghouls that may keep this Farseer at bay. Farseer summoning up a set of Spirit Wolves. Headhunters now coming back across. FoCuS going to try and focus down that ghoul, and that ghoul still down to 2 hit points. Finally, being able to kite those units so far away so quickly. Meanwhile, we are looking at Gloves of Haste being dropped here. The Tide Hunter is going to get taken down. We are looking at the Farseer trying to put some pressure onto that Ziggurat. Acolytes are not repairing, or will not be able to repair just quite yet, as the Cryptlord is sitting at level 2. Chain Lightning finishing off that Murloc there, getting in a little bit more experience and a little bit more of that gold, as the Headhunters are poking in very heavily. Blight unable to heal up the ghouls quickly enough, no cannibalize, as the Ziggurat should be finished here in just a moment. Haunting of that gold mine. Cryptlord ready to go, claws of attack, but that range damage, such a big problem right now, as the ghouls, skeletal minions, big impale onto the Farseer. Farseer may end up getting surrounded. No, ran a bit too far past, as the Farseer is still able to get in a little bit of damage here. Coming back around, Goldmine is being haunted. FoCuS looks to be taking the tier 2 behind all of this, and is going to be nearly at tier 2 before this haunted Goldmine is even done. Question is, what will be that follow-up hero? Is it going to be a Tauren Chieftain to follow things up, or perhaps a Tavern hero to try and keep the pressure on? Tauren Chieftain is the much more meta play, but with an expansion nearly completed, and trying to go for a Tavern hero to punish it may work out a bit better. However, I believe long-term synergy does dictate it is going to be a Tauren Chieftain. Farseer does get up to level 3, does have level 2 Spirit Wolves to act as a bit of a tank for those ghouls. Meanwhile, more ghouls are making their way off to the north here, as we are looking at 15 supply versus 15 supply armies. Additional acolytes will be needed in just a moment. A Sheik getting destroyed very fast, level Warcraft 3. Oh, no, it is going to be a panda. All right, so it is going to be a panda to try and put down the pressure here. There is one illusion. Sorry, no observer mode in this particular match here, as the acolytes unable to do much. A panda with breath of fire should be able to blow things over here very quickly. All of these tightly gathered units, we've seen how powerful panda is in games past as a breath of fire, catching many of those beetles and other units. All right, another ghoul going to get taken down. Lower hit point headhunter trying to retreat back, but an impale does catch some of those headhunters up in the air. 2 headhunters going to get lost here, as the panda could try and get another breath of fire across, finishing off some more ghouls again and again. Farseer still trying to pick off more units, as we are looking at an Arubian tower slowing things down. Level 2 beetles could be in the works, as that damage is going to be higher and higher as well. Another beetle getting taken down. Another headhunter going to get taken down. 40 experience onto that, Crypt Lord, as we're looking at additional towers getting added in once more. All right, trying to keep the fight on the Blight. The Crypt Lord still just trying to regenerate some of those hit points. Meanwhile, Panda is finally out of mana and getting very close to level 2 himself. Headhunters completely decimated. It is now up to the Spirit Wolves and the heroes to try and shut down and stop the mining here. We're looking at 19 supply going up against 27. Army sizes is very weak indeed, as we see a couple of illusions playing traffic and just causing traffic here for the acolytes, limiting how far and how much they can run off to. Ziggurat could try and get up some spirit towers. Level 2 now on that panda in the back, getting into more damage. A big breath of fire could finish off more units again, as the Crypt Lord still trying to hang on to this economic advantage, but it looks like FoCuS is just going to punish it far too much. FoCuS absolutely damaging everything here. A necropolis being thrown down here as well, as that necropolis may end up just getting canceled here, down to 200 hit points, and it's still trying to absorb a bit of damage, trying to perhaps trade up some acolytes as well as a tech to tier 2. No tech to tier 2, just still sitting on necropolis after all this time. Farseer, well, is it going to have a little bit of problems? Yes, it is. Farseer falls at level 3, as the beetle was in the water, perhaps wasn't able to be easily spotted, and the Farseer just could not walk over him. Panda looking to finish more things off here. More beetles getting taken down, coming back the other way. A Crypt Lord looking to pick up some of those units and back them off again, as we are still mining away back at home. All right. We are at tier 2. Farseer getting resurrected. We are getting up the Raiders as well and getting up some melee upgrades. Panda looking to stop this necropolis, as the necropolis not only provides supply but allows another training point for acolytes, allowing this tech to tier 2 to finally happen. Repairs are now underway. Raiders, however, with a couple of well-timed ensnares, going to make it that much more difficult, as the Nerubian tower should be trying to switch damage between multiple targets to try and slow the attacks on those Raiders. The Crypt Lord trying to come across here. Breath of fire, and now the Brewmaster could be in trouble. Brewmaster gets, just absolutely surrounded here, as a Sheik and takes down both heroes, forcing his opponent to retreat back. Beautiful play coming in from Sheik here. Crypt Lord, a clause of attack +5, coming back the other way. Raiders perhaps going to try and catch some of those units as they transition over. Raiders now doing some hit and run tactics onto the crypt themselves. Do we have pillage? Yes, we do. So every swipe of those Raiders is actually translating to gold onto the battlefield here, as the Raiders with those hit and run tactics. No impale here. 5 Raiders now retreating the base and perhaps going to try and hit back that main base once more. There are some skeletal minions scouted out in the middle of the battlefield, trying to move back and forth here. Raiders with those very fast movement speeds, able to get back around, gonna perhaps try and take down the necropolis again. Acolytes are in position for the repairs once again, as the Crypt Fiends show up to the party. Raiders could have perhaps tried to ensnare those Crypt Fiends and then run back around the other way again. Farseer out here onto the battlefield, is his presence going to be able to lead this army enough, as a carrion beetle will get, pretty much caught once more. Where are the units going to try and travel off to next? That is the question. Farseer healing up some of those Raiders. There is another necropolis trying to be summoned in, only to get taken out once more very quickly. And the Crypt Fiends and the Crypt Lord now trying to make its way back over. In comes some big damage. Beautiful Impale catching, 6 Raiders right there, stopping much of that damage, allowing the Spirit Tower and the Nerubian Tower to rack up that damage as well. However, well, it looks like FoCuS is feeling like Oprah, ensnare for you, ensnare for you, ensnare for you, as all of those, acolytes unable to repair that Ziggurat Spirit Tower and keep it functional. Beautiful, beautiful plays going back and forth by multiple sides. Now using the medium armor as an advantage against this heavy piercing damage creep camp, giving level 4 to the Farseer. Ensnare is perhaps going to go down here. A couple of skeletal minions easily going to get cleaned up as the Panda is now out here back onto the battlefield. As the Crypt Lord may try and show up. Are we going to see some damage here? Yes, we are picking up a Wand of Mana Stealing. He's going to try and steal some of that mana. Yes, he does. And now with Drunken Haze, no Drunken Haze, just Breath of Fire and Drunken Brawler could get within melee range on those Crypt Fiends to try and take them down. All right, in comes the battle here. A little bit of damage coming across the board. We are looking at double Ziggurats trying to get back up into position. Perhaps some more Spirit Towers trying to maintain that economic advantage. 36 supply compared to 49. Level 4 on that Crypt Lord. Trying to still fight its way back through here. Crypt Fiend still continuing to fight this Crypt Lord, pretty much surrounded as 2 additional Spirit Towers are getting added. Kodo Beast does start eating up a beetle, as that beetle will be slowly digested. A couple of low hit point raiders looks to be able to get away. Crypt Fiend could just turn around and finish it off. Not going to do that though. Unable to finish off that 2 hit point unit, as the Panda now gets up to level 3 with level 2 Breath of Fire coming across and blowing over many of those units. Spirit Towers are nearly done. Spirit Tower number 1 and now done. Spirit Tower number 2 not too far away, as the Brewmaster going to finish off that Crypt Lord. He gets taken down just short of level 5. Will the towers be enough to try and hold off this attack? Now remember, any units that are killed here, no experience is given, as there is no hero at all anywhere on the battlefield for Sheik. Crypt Fiends are getting caught in the middle of the field here. Beautiful ensnare on a backline Crypt Fiend, preventing a retreat. As well, the Raiders continuing to ensnare those Acolytes, making it difficult to try and repair. Resurrection back at the tavern. Crypt Lord now going to making its way slowly back across, but Sheik is going to be in trouble. More Chain Lightning coming back across here. No mana on any of those units. Spirit Towers are still trying to be repaired. It looks as though it is going to be able to hold steady. Level 5 now on that Crypt Lord, as the Spirit Towers are staying repaired and staying popped off. Level 5 now on that Farseer. Level 3 Spirit Wolves, however, are going to be a bit of cooldown before they are going to be summoned back out here, as the Acolytes are working overtime to try and defend this location. Level 5 going up against level 5, level 3, almost level 4. Squirrel of Town Portal, tactical retreat onto that Panda, as it looks like Sheik will get a little bit of a breather, but I believe FoCuS will be coming in for the final kill here momentarily. Still no second hero, no Death Knight to offer in a bit of Death Coil. Thought there could be a Tavern hero for just a moment, and how is Sheik going to try and rebound here? Still, 6,000 gold, 10 minutes of mining left. That is the only way I see Sheik coming out on top. And look at the number of dead bodies just sitting right here. This is an actual graveyard in the undead base. So many corpses, so many spider bodies, raider bodies. Well, interestingly enough, raiders, when they die, they only leave behind 1 corpse, right? Even though there's an orc raider and that they're riding some other unit. That'd be interesting as well if, like, corpses, the number of dead bodies was translated not to whether there was a unit, but if, like, there was actually multiple bodies, like it generates 2 corpses. Anyways, that'd be a little bit confusing. Coming back around, a Rock Golem continuing the fight here. Mud Golem here as well, as the Crypt Lord is going to be picking up a useful item, but not really gaining any experience since he's already at level 5. Going to pick up Boots of Quel'The the Lost, maybe selling that item here. Meanwhile, the Farseer, seeing that level 5, going to be running in with those Shadow Wolves to try and finish off these Acolytes as they are mining away. Critical Strikes coming down, double Spirit Towers and Nerubian Towers. Raiders now running on in. Repairs trying to come across. Chain Lightning bouncing around as the Acolytes get blown over by a Breath of Fire as well. Crypt Lord shows up to the party. No big impales this time around. A couple of Raiders are taken down, though, as new Acolytes will need to go ahead and try and haunt this gold mine. Back off to the north, well, expansion is already up. It looks like it was a tiny Great Hall in order to set this up, and even the economic advantage that Sheik had tried so hard to establish and hold onto has come to an end. 41 supply compared to 32. Death Knight out here onto the battlefield, but a level 1 Death Knight. And how much can it turn the tides against a level 5 Farseer and a level 4 Panda? Panda continuing to fight its way through. Breath of Fire racking up damage across these buildings here. And I believe this is the beginning of the end, as well, Sheik has no way to really defend this expansion at all. Down in hero level, down in tech, down in economic advantage, and down in army supply. That is pretty much everything short of a double hero quick surround kill, as the Panda could quickly get taken down here. Ensnare onto the Death Knight. Panda able to escape. Farseer still with the Scroll of Town Portal. Death Knight is in trouble. The quick impale, but those units, well, the Death Knight still couldn't break free from there, as the Farseer or uses the Scroll of Town Portal after the quick death of the Knight. Sheik trying to resummon up that haunted gold mine, but the writing is already on the wall. 40 supply compared to 26. Death Knight at level 1 taken down. Panda able to retreat comfortably as well. He will be healed back up. Healing salves will be ready once more. And well, the Farseer with those hit and run tactics will be finishing off some of those units. Where are they going to be trying to go next? That is the question. Crypt Lord still looking to perhaps try and creep out some difficult creep camps, but without the Death Knight nearby and no experience, that is just going to cause some problems. And Sheik didn't even have that much gold. Is he going to tap out shortly as the Farseer comes across here? Quick ensnare onto a Crypt Fiend, 34 supply, and there is the tap out. FoCuS completely dominating Sheik from the starting gate and just building on that advantage. WarCraft 3, a real-time strategy game. Well, always try to get ahead so you can get further ahead, and that's exactly what Sheik did right there. Constantly doing those hit and run tactics, getting a little bit of additional gold, and pulling away with experience advantage, especially after catching that Crypt Lord out in the open right before it got to level 5. Once that happened, things just started to crumble, and well, he was able to come away with the victory. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you guys want to see more Warcraft 3, definitely check out my YouTube channel. See you guys next time.